Fellas, the age-old question, are the marked keys worth it? And I've done quite a bit of these videos, so I can tell you right now, if you want a short answer, probably not. I'd say the best bang for your buck as far as high-value loot keys is every single key card, except maybe the blue key card. Go ahead and loot those up, and you'll make millions in no time. And if you're here just for that, well, you can click off now. But leave a like or a comment or something first, at least. Help your boy out. But if you're here for the ride, stick around. Today, we're going to be hitting the abandoned factory marked key 10 whole times. Let's go ahead and throw my old one in the key case. We'll go ahead and be revisiting that once we're done here. And of course, before we get started, let's check the price of the abandoned factory marked key. I just bought it for a tiny bit under 13 million. That gives us 1.3 million per use to make a profit on, which I think is actually quite possible. Boys. I didn't think it could get any worse, but that was the entire marked room. So we might actually make a profit this time. Most marked keys we don't make a profit on. Well, it's like 50-50. Anyways, this one's gonna be a long one, fellas. So strap in, get your snacks ready. We're headed to streets. I'm gonna be 30 by the time all these loading screens get over with. Took us 4.5 minutes to load in this time, with 10 hits if you're good at math, if you're an honors student. That would add up to over 40 minutes of just loading screens, so hopefully the future ones are a bit quicker. Show me the money. Again, we're looking for 1.3 million per hit to make a profit. A lot of pistols, huh? A lot of pistols. Lots and lots of pistols. That's the PMT, which is the threaded barrel PM. Used in a barter for something. Sells for about 70 grand though, so I'll take it. Well, I'm taking everything now, but either way, I'd take it. There's an extra little white dot somewhere, but it's probably some more BS ammo. That was the haul from our first hit. Don't exactly think we're making the 1.3 million back, but that's alright. We're looking for a couple big ticket hits that'll get us our money back. I'm gonna continue looking for this white dot a little bit, but I am the master at missing items. So if you catch anything I might miss, tell me in the comments so I can cry about it later. First hit of the abandoned factory marked key, not looking too good. Our shining star items definitely have to be the Comtac 6s and the PM threaded. Comtac 6 is going for about 70 grand. Threaded barrel PM about 60. Back to it. We do gotta be a tad bit careful here sometimes because there is a PMC spawn around this area. However, with the change that PMCs, well, AI PMCs now roam around a bit more, they'll probably be here a bit less. Second hit. It's got to be better than the first one, right? Oh yeah. I mean, oh, what a roller coaster. Did we make that 1.3 back? Even with the blue card, I'm not entirely sure. It really depends on how much this blue card is selling for at the moment. But either way, I will take that. Also, this might be the butt plug that sells for like 200 grand. There's two of these kinds of butt plugs. One of them does not sell on the market at all. The other one sells for consistently around 100 to even up to 500 grand sometimes. For some reason, I have still yet to be able to decipher the difference between the two. Yeah, keep yapping, buddy. Fellas, 2 hits of the abandoned factory marked key. Let's check how much blue is selling for.
Oh yeah, that's my friend request.
Almost 600, not looking good. And then let's check if this is the butt plug worth selling. It is 130 grand at the moment. Anyways, we got a lot more hits to go, fellas. Third hit, and we are cranking these out. I ain't cranked this much since I hit puberty. Alright, for our third hit, we have almost a stack of nice 308, an RSS, and an M60. Tremadol as well. Everything else, though, is pretty garbage. Maybe the metal parts. Maybe that 1.3 mil will be harder to achieve than I initially thought. Interesting. Interesting. That was our third hit of the abandoned factory marked key. Quite a sad sight to see, honestly, for a marked key. When you think a marked key, you don't really think a loot like this. Lots and lots of weaponry. Golly, it's like the Lockheed Martin room. That was your fourth hit. Pretty much nothing to note. Looks like a normal room. Oh man, I'm laughing in pain because I'm watching 13 mil get flushed down the toilet. The next hit is a halfway point, fellas. Take your bets now. Let's hop into it. You know what make me happier? A big old money sign. Dollar, dollar. Quite a strange haul so far. Cheeky ratchet. Oh, Taiga. Alright, I tossed the level 3 armor because we came across some extra good goodies. Not really, but that was the midway point haul. Best thing out of this room, of course, was our Taiga, clocking in at around $500,000. That one we might have a small chance of making our money back. These two handguards are quite good for money. And Zoo River being right across the... Oh. You lifeless loser. I'll see y'all back in the stizash. Alrighty, half of the abandoned factory marked key is down, and according to the market, this equates to about $6.5 million worth of marked room loot. I wouldn't exactly say that, but we still have half the key left. Let's get back to it. Our sixth hit. That little blue tip shining through. That shit beautiful. Oh man, that's gotta be one of the worst ones yet. This was the sixth hit of our marked room key. But don't worry, there was a sledgehammer in the corner. That'll really bring things up. Let's see, what's the best here? Probably the X17. When in full gun form, this thing sells for about $350 grand last I checked. Wasn't able to sell it in the form it's currently in. It's like trying to sell just the placenta. That boy got a bukkake of 5.56. It's a shame though. Abandoned Factory was one of the greats in marked rooms, but it seems whatever happened, as of lately, that 13 mil price tag is starting to make a lot more sense. 6 total hits of the Abandoned Factory marked room. Ain't nothing much else to say at this point. Let's knock out the last 4, fellas. Okay, yellow. You know, I'm surprised the blue is as much as a yellow right now, because yellow is definitely the cheapest out of all the colored cards. Oh. You know, you always gotta check this little perch for something, because something usually always gets stuck up in there. Alright, as far as this marked room goes, not too shabby. The yellow card, of course, being our shining star. I'd say as well as the red flare, although of course we can't really tell how much that is worth at the current moment. We only have to wait till we call it in. Granted, I'm not gonna do that this video. In this video, we're just gonna sit it next to the money total at the end as a kind of mysterious bonus. Pink. Pink. Let's hop out of here. Fellas, we got 7 hits down of the marked room. Let's go ahead and do the last 3, shall we? Boys, boys, boys. I didn't think it could get any worse, but that was the entire marked room. Wow, I could probably total up how much we made right now. If I had to guess 300 grand at most. Yikes. Alright, we still got 2 hits left. I highly doubt we're gonna make our money back with how things have been going lately, but there's always a chance. Oh my god. No thank you, I don't want what you're selling. Back off, mate. Brother. I don't even know what's happening now. 8 total hits of the abandoned factory marked room key. We got 2 hits left. Let's get to it. Oh, you beautiful, beautiful extract. I love it when that thing's on. Seeing that extract on gets me more excited than seeing anything in this marked room so far, I'll tell you that. Second to last hit of the marked room, fellas. Tiger's pretty solid. First time I've seen an item in front of that little weapon case. Might be one of our better marked room hits, mainly because of our TX-15. A lot of the parts on here, like the Raptor, the PRS Gen 3 stock, the Ultra 5, all can sell for pretty good, on top of the gun itself selling for like 150 grand nowadays, as well as the Mark 17. I always talk about the Mark 17. The upper receiver can go anywhere from 100 grand to upwards to even 400 grand sometimes. And of course our Taiga, half a mil, half a stack of M995 as well, not too shabby. Alright, we're getting quite full here. Who knew when you pick up everything in a room, it'll lead to a bit of clutter. We have 1 more hit left, truly the end of a journey. Let's hop in. God, I hate to say this about abandoned factory marked key, but what a terrible experience. As far as loot goes, of course. Granted, if you found this out in the wild, of course it'll make you some money, but I think it'd make you more money if you sold it. With that being said, this is our final hit, and it just loves spitting out the random bits of ammo. But most of you know what we're gonna do now. We're gonna head back to the stash, sell it all, and truly find out if we actually made a profit or not. We can't quite fit it all in the dump area, but 10 total hits of the marked room leads us to all of this juicy loot is a stretch, but it is time for my favorite part of almost every one of these videos, fellas, the sell-off. I'll tell you, even after 2100 hours of playing this game, I still enjoy just selling all the stuff on the market. I should be wearing a yarmulke. Anyways, fellas, 1,050,331 is our starting point in liquid stash value. You know what time it is. I got shit to sell, and you got a montage to watch. Just a quick intermission here. If you want an idea of how quickly the market moves, when we first got this blue card, it sold for about a little over 500 grand, right? Yeah, pretty crazy. Alrighty, I've totaled up everything we still have yet to sell in the flea market. Something just sold, but it comes out to about 3.6 million. Oh, that is not looking good. So that's a generous 5.5 million that we have there, plus an extra 3.6. It's about 9 mil. You know, not too far off from the 13 mil mark, but of course, that is not profit. We'll go ahead and replace our fancy dancy little key here, and that'll do it for today, fellas. Let me know what you think of this marked room. Have you had better luck than I have? We're getting close to doing almost every marked key and labs key card in Tarkov for the all 10 hit series, but don't worry, I plan on doing pretty much every single key in the game for another little 10 hit series. But for now, fellas, that does it for me. Of course, let me know in the comments anything else you'd like to see Tarkov PvE related, or PvP, or Arena Breakout, or any extraction shooter for that matter. But for now, that does it for me, fellas, and as always, thank you for joining me yet again. Goodbye!